Welcome, everyone, to Session 4 of The World's Worst Adventurers. We are The World's Worst Adventurers, and I am the DM.
The world's worst DM.
The world's worst DM. Because we've got to stay on brand.
I'm not sure we agreed on that name ahead of time, but it's true.
I mean, Session 1, or was it Session 2, that I openly blew my nose after taking my webcam away, but forgetting to
I have that clip if we want to watch it.
No, I'm good. So last time we were absent one Mumbles, and as per my storytelling, W.O.R.S.T came and swept him away for a secret task, leaving the Hermit and the very talkative Dwarferling, or is it half a Lorf? We'll never know. To finish up their gathering of pelts. They decided that the two that they got before W.O.R.S.T came and swept away Thurkear was enough for now, that they could not handle any more Hellcats on their own. So they headed back to the city. A city that was very far away. A city that they did not realize how far away it was, due to the teleportation spell that brought them to this point. They fought a few foes, made a friend, helped him dig a hole, lost their pelts for a time, but easily won them back, and finally made it to the city, mostly unscathed. And we start with them walking back into the city, into the entertainment district that is the main portion of this city. What is it you two would like to do?
Well, Mr. Hermit, perhaps we should go since we are now returning from our job. Perhaps we should go back to the farming district. Or was it the farming district, or was it the hunting district, or what was the district that it was that we were in?
You're
before?
Obsessed with these name things. I don't understand. It's the area with all the aminals and stuff.
That's exactly the one we should go to. Yes, we should go to that one.
Obviously.
So that we can sell these pelts, and then we can move on with our merry way, and hopefully we can have Mr. W.O.R.S.T return our lost wayward fellow, so that we do not have to make such a long trek again, because I don't really want to do that.
Right. Just for reference, though, it was the Hunter Tanner's Guild.
Ah, yes.
I totally remember that.
I'm so glad that you remembered a name. It is the first one you've remembered. I'm very impressed with you.
Thank you.
You guys are headed back towards that lodge.
Yes. Do we see any guards on the way in? Because if so, I'm going to gently steer him away from looking at them. Also, am I still a mammoth?
You are still a mammoth, yes.
And I got two Hellcats on my tusks and a tiny dwarf thingy on my back.
Yes, you do.
Right. On we go.
So as you are marching into the city, you see two of the guards kind of like getting their spears ready, or their swords, whichever they may have, and then they see Horton on the back.
I'm going to telepathically
communicate
just kind of
turn away like they don't see a thing.
I'm going to telepathically communicate with them and say,
"Hey, we got some Hellcats."
They don't even respond. They act like you're not even there. See nothing, say nothing.
Hey,
the
clear the way
here
in the old bazaar. Hey, you! Let us through. It's a brand new star.
Meanwhile,
disadvantage on all your rolls tonight. So you're making your way through. Disadvantage for you on all your rolls tonight. And so you're making your way through. You're making your way through the only way you know how. And I couldn't resist that one. And
Can I get advantage for Lily though? Look at how cute she is.
Oh,
Sure.
All right.
You have advantage and disadvantage, so straight rolls all night.
All right, perfect.
I don't have a cute cat. Gonna be a problem.
And but you're making your way back the only way you knew how, and some of the streets are a little bit tight for your mammoth form, and so some of the ways you're going through, you're actually scraping up against the buildings, and it is at this time that Thurkear, you see a tuft of hair come through a window, and it catches your attention.
What is that? What is that? What kind of tuft of hair does it look like?
It looks like a mammoth tuft of hair that you've seen recently. It's been a few days, but
Has he seen the mammoth?
It
Yes.
looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
it looks like mammoth hair.
it looks like mammoth hair.
Don't look through your spells. What are you doing?
Let's
I can see what you're doing.
I cast Ray of Frost on it.
Stop that.
Roll your attack.
And so it begins.
Does a 15 hit your mammoth?
Oh gosh, hold on, I don't remember.
It does.
We got like natural armor
Probably.
16.
It's in the
I think its
extras,
AC is
right?
13.
I think it's a 13, actually.
It is 13.
Yeah, so I hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Woo!
What are my hit points? What did we decide on that?
Wait a second.
Your mammoth, whatever it is.
I know. Which tab did I write that down in?
It's under extras.
Oh, I actually put it in D&D Beyond.
Mr. DM, might it be possible for me to see Mr. Thurkear as he is attempting to hit my mammoth friend?
No, because he is inside of a building and you are on top of the mammoth.
Okay, I thought it was worth asking.
Okay, so what does Ray of Frost do?
Deals
It's 18 cold damage.
So, Hermit, you feel this in your hindquarters as you're passing through these buildings. Just this sharp pain of cold energy in your right hip.
I'm gonna telepathically contact what's your name? What's your name? Horton. Hey, we're under attack! Quick, hide! And I'm just gonna start running. Just full tilt.
As I'm holding on, Mr. Hermit, I do not believe that there is a good place to hide here. You are running through the streets. It is very cramped, very narrow. Everyone around us, they can see us. I don't know if there's a good place to hide. Perhaps you should be smaller, sir. As he's bouncing along like this, trying to get rid of it.
Thurkear, you see this tuft of hair just freeze, and then as he takes off running, the little shards of glass that you have created with this ice just break off and then immediately melt from the heat.
Okay.
And you can hear trumpeting of a mammoth and storming, and you hear lots of wood breaking as he is just rampaging through the streets at this point.
How far away is he from me?
You go outside.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Speed's 40 feet.
like, it looks like mammoth hair, but I mean, surely I knew the only mammoth in hell, right?
I mean, as far as you know.
I mean, so I kind of have a hunch who that would be.
Yeah, you have some.
You have a hunch. You have a hunch.
Yeah,
Whose hunch you just froze?
Well, if he's running away from me because I did that, then I'd like to step outside, and if I'm within range, I'd like to cast Hold Monster.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely within range.
Cool.
My monster, technically.
It's a Wisdom save.
It's a wisdom
I think
save.
monster is just any creature.
It's choose a creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I have to roll with the cat here. Don't attack it. Don't attack it. Oh, that's good. That's good. 9.
Okay, cool.
You are held.
Okay, so he's paralyzed.
Yep.
Horton, they got me. They got me. Save yourself.
Did I? Oh, and hold monsters.
Yeah.
different.
So Horton, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, as this gigantic mammoth is rampaging through the streets, and then suddenly is stopped dead in its tracks.
Oh, that's strength. Nope. Sorry. Dex. 13.
So you are
This is going
thrown,
well.
but you're able to catch yourselves on his tusks. So you're kind of like holding onto the tusk with a Hellcat at each arm.
Mr. Hermit, I think it is best if perhaps you stop being a mammoth for a moment.
I'm gonna turn into a Hellcat.
Okay. So you drop the 2 dead Hellcats and Horton, and you are now a Hellcat.
I'm sorry, I meant
still held in
Hellhound.
place.
I get those confused. Hellhound.
Okay, Hellhound, still held in place.
I'd like now that I see it, any change, I'd like to sort of jog up in that direction.
Do I need to know the
Go
dex
and
save?
link up with them at this point.
So yeah, Horton, as you're dropped a good 3 feet and hit your and land relatively on your feet, kind of have to catch yourself with your hand.
He could probably
and
still
you
be
turn
on my
around.
back.
No, because he was already at your front.
Right.
So
I got flipped over the handlebars.
yeah. So you go to stand up and turn around and see that he's turned into a hellhound, and Thurkear is kind of just jauntily jogging your way.
Mr. Hermit, I don't think that's very helpful. Unless, can you? I'm gonna like reach up and like tap him on the forehead, see if he can move it all. Can you move it all in there? Hello?
No, can't do nothing. I'm still stuck. I'm stuck.
Perhaps the transforming thing is not working out very well at the moment. Could you try and turn back into yourself, sir?
I feel safer this way. Is there anything behind me?
Can I turn around yet?
You can't. You're stuck in the spot.
I believe I see Mr. Thurkear back there. Perhaps we can perhaps he can help us find some way to break whatever it is that's upon you. He does seem to be very magically inclined.
Yes, well, if we're under attack, we make sure he's safe too.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. I will try to protect you until he arrives, and Horton will walk around and like climb up on the Hermit's back, and will like hold up his shield to defend against something. Although everyone around, I'm quite sure that the Hellhound and the Hobbit are the most frightening thing around at the moment.
I don't know
You're
how
not wrong.
frightening the Hobbit is, but okay.
I'm told it's quite dangerous.
So yeah, so
They just don't know you yet.
Thurkear, you make your way over to the rest of the party as Horton is climbing on the back of the Hellhound.
Okay.
Ah,
As I get up close, I'll go ahead as I'm close to him, I'll go ahead and drop concentration on Hold Monster.
Good.
Sure,
I'm gonna
Thurkear.
as soon as I can move, I'm gonna spin around and I'm gonna fire breath.
Okay, make a Wisdom saving throw for me.
For whatever's behind me. It's got to go better than last time, right? 15.
15. So you go to unleash your Hellhound fire breath, but you recognize Thurkear before you do so.
Dang it. I mean, go good.
Yo,
Do I need another-
funny seeing you two just stroll through this place.
Mr.
Did you
Thurkear,
miss me?
We missed you very much, sir. It was quite the arduous journey back without your teleportation spell. We very much appreciate having access to such a thing. Also, did you see perhaps the person who attacked Mr. Hermit? Because
Yes, let's talk him. We're under attack.
Telepathically.
I'll sort of like there's like some water off the tips of my fingers and everything. We'll see. No, I didn't see who did it. But I came running as soon as I saw that y'all were panicked.
I'm just looking around for anybody.
well, yes, we should get out of here. We have, as you can see, we still have these 2 Hellcats, and we should get them to our destination as quickly as possible so we can be paid for them. Perhaps someone was trying to steal them. That
Yeah,
did
maybe.
happen along the way. So we did have some kobolds who tried to steal them, but we got them back and we killed most of the kobolds.
But we did make friends with this nice giant fella. But seriously, who was it that did that? Does anybody see anything?
Make a perception check.
That wasn't a good one. I'm doing good. Oh, but it's plus 11, so 15.
All you see is a bunch of very angry shop owners that are having to set up their broken tables and stuff that you just rampaged through.
It might have been one of them shop owners. I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm in your heads. We should move on. Let's go. Come on.
They do seem to be a very untrustworthy sort. We should leave this area
How many
as quickly as
Hellcats
possible.
can I carry?
As a hellhound?
Yeah.
1.
Throw one on my back and you grab the other one and we'll run. Let's go.
Can
Yeah,
I
no
carry a
problem.
hellcat?
Yep, you can carry
Oh,
it.
sure. You're strong.
Okay. Fine. Then I will carry a hellcat.
Thurkear's
And
not
off
strong.
we go.
He's weak
All
and has
that
to rely
soup
on
you,
magical tricks.
saw that soup you ate as a child.
Oh, you mean my mother's famous bearded broccoli stew?
Yeah, it's that. That's what made you so strong.
There's
100%.
all those dwarven beard hairs.
Reminding me of my mother. Thank you very much.
All right, so you guys pick up the hellhound or the
Yep.
hellcat and make your way back over to the hunting and tanning guild.
See, in the hunting and tanning guild.
I would like to approach the door and knock on the door frame. And I would like to call out, Mr. Marthas! Mr. Marthas, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent, Mr. Marthas. It is me, Horton TennyFoot of the TennyFoot Farms, and my two friends, Mr. Thurkear and the Hermit fellow who has not yet given us his name.
Acquaintances.
Then come on in. The door's unlocked.
Ah.
This is a business. Stop yelling.
Oh, my apologies, sir. I'll open the door. My mother always told me never to open a door that was closed without permission. So thank you for giving us your permission, sir.
There is permit. It's on the door sign. It says open.
Oh,
Come on in.
I did not realize that is what that meant. My apologies. I'm still very new to this whole interacting with other people thing.
I can tell.
As you can see, me and my friends, we have brought you some Hellcats. Here's the one that I have, and I will like just hold it up like this.
Holy Mother of Moses! Yeah, that's definitely going to be a ruined pelt price right there. What in God's green earth did you do to that thing?
Well, you see, I got a little bit carried away in the moment, and I may have cut off its back legs, and may have also stabbed it a few times.
May have, yeah, definitely may have.
The other one, I did not. Well, we also killed that one, but it wasn't. We didn't kill it at first. We killed it later, and so it's probably in much better shape. Mr. Friend the Hermit is coming behind me, and he has that one. There he is now.
That one definitely looks in better shape. Son, if you blow anything down, burn anything down in here, I'm gonna chop you up and sell you.
I do not believe he'll burn anything down in your shop, sir.
Yeah, just put him over there on that bench, and he points over to a kind of an outcropping bench that has obviously had dead things on it before.
Yes, sir. And he'll just go over there and just like.
As I'm putting mine
top.
down, I look at it for a second, then I look back at my two companions, and in their heads I say,
Dang it. Should have made me into a Hellcat. I could have played dead. And then we could have got the money. I could have ran away.
Didn't Horton come up with that
Yeah,
idea?
we did, but we forgot. We came up with the idea. I just remembered right now. Dang it. Anyway.
I'm going to turn back into the Hermit.
That's what we were saying to Mr. Thatchell. But,
All right, here you go, as promised, and he hands you a sack of gold.
oh, excellent! Thank you very much, sir.
Feel free to go back out there and get any more you can.
Oh, certainly, sir. We did find the place where they are, and I'm hoping that Mr. Thurkear can get us back there and maybe back again much more quickly than we did the last time, because the long walk was not very pleasant at all. We were attempted to be robbed once. I think.
I don't care.
Oh.
He turns around and walks away.
You know, I like him.
Oh, why do you like him, Mr.
He
Hermit?
reminds me of my mama.
Oh, you have a mother as well.
I think so.
Well, if he reminds you of her, then certainly you do.
Well, I did. I don't know if I still do. It's been a while.
Well, you seem very long-lived. Perhaps she's still around.
Yeah, probably.
What do you remember of her?
I don't remember much, but she didn't really like to talk much.
Ah, yes, that is probably why you do not remember very much, because she never spoke to you. My mother talked to me very much all the time.
Occasionally
I remember her.
She wasn't like completely mute.
I'm just thinking of Jackie Chan's Around the World in 80 Days, where he's explaining why he's a Frenchman with a Chinese accent. My father is French, never speaks. My mother Chinese, never shuts up.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
It's pretty good. It holds up as well as it can be expected to. Anyway, Mr. Hermit, yes, it is good to remember our family members, no matter how much they did or did not talk to us. My father did not talk to me nearly as much as my mother. Perhaps I would have learned different things if I'd have spent more time with him. Oh well.
I'm gonna look over at Thurkear and be like,
So, where'd the ugly red guy take you?
How rude. You know, to hell.
Yeah,
New places.
We're there already.
Yeah, I just went to another part, I think. Maybe the same part. I don't really know.
What'd you do?
I don't know if I can talk about it.
Would you say that it was a better or worse place than the place that we're in?
It was still hell, but I had a lot of fun while I was there, though.
Oh,
We made a friend.
we did?
He was very tall, and then he was very short. But that's mostly because he was standing in a hole.
It does tend to level the playing field a bit when the tall people stand in holes.
Yes, he's waiting on lava or magma. I forget which.
I think it's magma.
What's the difference?
I think it's magma if it is underground, but lava if it is above ground.
So if it's in the hole, it's still technically underground. So then if it comes in the hole, does that make it still magma or lava?
So he is waiting for the magma to become lava. That is what he's waiting for.
But it never comes up over the hole.
Well, perhaps it does. This is hell. It's very hot here.
That's true.
Who's to say? We've only been here a couple of days.
We should go look at the hole and see if there's any lava or magma in it.
So, I went away for a little bit, and you all made a friend, and you talked about the tectonics of hell.
And then we buried him.
Is that what I'm
Alive.
getting? Is that what I'm getting? I mean, I'd say I missed you two. But then that would be a lie.
That's very kind of you to say. I didn't really notice you were gone all that much, except
But I
for
am
the fact
also happy to be back.
that I had to walk a lot.
I did notice quite a bit that he was gone because of all the walking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and to be fair, I mean, I've only ever gotten hobbits there and back again, so it's really, I don't know if I could have gotten y'all back.
I've never met a hobbit before.
Oh, that is what they sometimes call us.
Really?
Well, at least that's what they sometimes call half of me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a full halfling. I'm a dwarfling.
Huh. I see.
Yes.
I don't care. What are we doing? How much gold did we get?
I
Good
believe we
question.
got.
Where would you guys like to go next?
it was 100.
Yes.
It was 100 gold, yes.
Yes. Who would like to hold it?
We could just split it up between us.
We could, yes. But then we'd have an extra piece left over.
Yeah, well, we should just split it up between the two of us, because he didn't really help much.
Well, he did help with killing them. Well, the
I
first
mean,
one.
Not really.
No, don't worry.
We had
Don't
this
worry about paying
plan,
me.
and then he just ran out of the hut. Remember?
Yes, I do remember.
Hey, I get it. I acted a little rash. I was trying to, test out these newfound powers that we have. Don't worry about paying me. It's all good.
You can take the extra coin. I don't need it.
It does make me wonder, Mr. Thurkear, if perhaps you found some extra coin while you were out on your little adventure with with Mr. Borgath?
I didn't find any coin.
Ah, all right. I will.
While
split
you were
the
gone,
gold.
did you kill Asmodeus like you were supposed to?
I came close. Maybe I need a little bit more help next time.
I will split the gold between me and Mr. Hermit, and I'll take 50, and you can add 50 to your sheet as well, Monkey.
Okay.
Is that how math works?
Typically,
Yes.
sometimes, possibly.
They told me in the 8th grade.
Math.
Is make our little hut, make sure we're safe. You know, I want to go look for a place to stay while we're in town, see what's going on. Maybe we can get some news of some stuff that's going on
Ah, yes,
outside the city.
this would be a fantastic idea.
Okay. Yeah. So, Mr. DM, sir, how do we go about finding a good reputable place to stay in hell?
Well, the establishment you stayed at seemed pretty nice.
Yeah, but was that like Holiday Inn nice, or like Homewood Suites, or like?
Holiday Inn Express.
I mean, because I really like.
They
to
make
find,
cookies every morning.
I'm really looking for like the Four Seasons, you know.
Looking for the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna find that in hell.
I mean, it was. I mean,
There's really only one season down here?
Just be glad it wasn't a Night's Inn.
you know what? That's fair. I'll go back to the Holiday Inn Express.
All right.
I'll follow him.
So you make your way back to the sheathed sword.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I had a note for that.
I don't think I ever told you the name.
No,
Mostly
you
because
didn't.
I just came up with it.
Oh, well, that's fair.
To be fair, you hadn't been outside of it.
Is it in the residential area?
No, this one is in the entertainment district.
Nice. So whenever I walk in, is it like just like rooms to stay in, or do
No,
they
it's a
serve
bar,
prepared food and
tavern.
drinks? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I like to take a moment whenever I'm inside, like before I go to like speak to someone to find a room. I'd like to take a minute just to sort of like make my way around and towards the bar and see if I just see anyone that seems to like stand out that's in here, like maybe above like the normal like rank and file that I've seen. Like if there's a patron in here that catches my eye.
Nobody really seems to catch your eye. Everybody, I mean, there's just people in there of all different types. Bigger creatures you've never seen before. Just intermingling, having discussions. Some people are playing some dice games.
Okay.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Okay. So like take it like no one seems to like kind of linger on me as I walk through. Like they would be watching me for any specific purpose or like kind of sizing me up or something.
Nope.
Everything seems pretty above board.
Everything looks above board.
Cool deal. I will walk up to the bar then.
You walk up to the bar, and it's a dragonborn female with a tail, and she's currently just wiping off some glasses. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for something strong to drink and a room to crash in. Can you help me out?
Of course, of course. What kind of drinks are you looking for? Room is going to be a gold for the week. or you can do, silver for a day, however long you need it.
What can I do to have a room for a month?
Room for a month? We could do 2 gold for a month.
2 gold for a month? Yeah, absolutely. What kind of do you make any drinks? Here? Anything interesting that you'd say? I mean, I'm kind of new to hell. I was wondering if you could hook me up.
There's a few interesting cocktails I could make you with some of our more rare fruits that we grow in the gardens down here.
I would love to try something exotic and strong.
Alrighty.
You can surprise me.
1 silver, and I'll have that right to you.
Okay, I'll slide her a gold piece for the drink.
Okay. Oh, big spender, big spender. All right. And she turns and starts mixing this concoction. She grabs a small fruit that you've never seen before, kind of a purplish hue on the outside. Does some stuff to it that you can't see because you're behind her, and then turns around with this drink. And it's got kind of a reddish hue to it that kind of gets darker as it gets down to the bottom. And you can see a few things floating in it. Be careful for the spikes.
I will try and drink it as fast as a lizard folk can drink something. I will try to down this thing.
All right.
Like drinking a Boilermaker.
And
I'm just going to go for it.
It's about a pint, so
Okay.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. Oh. Yikes. Man.
Yeah. So you chug this thing, and for about half a second, you're like, huh, that tastes pretty daggone good. Then you start having visions and flashes, and your mouth gets a little numb. And she looks at you. Your eyes, sweetheart? And you just collapse.
I'm going to look up and be like, I'll have what he's having.
All right, that's 2 silver.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And she turns around and makes you the same thing, turns it and sits it down. About this time, you come to, mouth still numb as all get out. I told you to mind the spikes.
It's 10 silver per gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus 10, minus 1. Why doesn't it do this automatically? I'm going to pass across 3 silver. And I will down it as well.
All right, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that's not
I
bad.
see he didn't learn any better from you.
19.
He must be as well. So you go to chug this thing, and like you've done this before, you can see you start chugging, and all of a sudden, spike, spike, spike. It's like you're just spitting them out as they hit your tongue. And you finish it and down it. Pretty good.
That was very tasty. Thank you for that.
And she's kind of like got a piece of wood up, and there's a few spikes stuck in it. All right, he's been around the block a few times.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, yes, son. What can I do for you?
Well, you see, I don't know why you called me son. Only my mother called me that. I guess my father too, but he didn't really say all that much. But yes, well, first of all, you seem like a very nice lady. What is your name?
Ravana.
Ravana. That's a very nice name. Very beautiful. I've never heard anything quite like that before. My 2 friends here, they've asked for some refreshments, and I think that I would like some refreshments as well. Tell me, do you have a nice cold glass of goat's milk?
I got something that sort of resembles it. Not sure that you'll like it, though.
As close as you can get.
Alrighty, that'll be 3 copper.
Yes. Immediately. I'll hand over 3
And
copper.
she turns around, and you can hear this very, very thick sounding substance that she pours. And she turns and sits it down in front of you. It's kind of like a greenish blue tint. And she goes, "Oh, sorry about that." Blink. And she plucks the hair out of it.
Ah, I see it's very fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
Just kill Mumbles.
Oh, no, I just didn't mind the spikes.
I hit him with one of mine.
Horton will take the glass and with both hands properly, and he'll like tip it back.
It's very, very thick and very, very sour, but it does give you the same aftertaste that you would have with milk.
Well, it's not quite like it was made back home, but I don't think it was terribly bad. Thank you very much, and he'll hand back the empty glass.
Okay.
Oh no, not empty because it's Horton. So he took like a sip, and he's just sort of slowly savoring it. Tell me, Ravana, how did you pronounce that again?
Ravana, yes.
Ravana, yes. Tell me how long have you worked at this establishment?
I guess ever since I found my way down here. So, all I ever did back home was cater to adventurers. Then I found myself down here, and I figured, hey, what the heck? Let's do it again.
Oh, so you are a very well locked into your chosen profession. You must be very good at it.
I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but it pays the bills.
Well, I did notice. What is the story behind the name of your little shop here?
Oh, we try not to kill one another while we're in here. We're gonna seethe that sword. See that? It's really hard to say. It's really quite a tongue twister.
I see. So the sheathed sword is that the name of the establishment?
Yes, you said it perfectly.
Thank you very much. I have been told that my pronunciation is particularly accurate, and I do my best to always try to maintain it. I've been told it's very respectful to have an accurate pronunciation of different words. This is why, of course, I asked how to pronounce your name properly. I would hate to have mispronounced your lovely name.
Well, aren't you sweet?
I don't really know.
I'm gonna turn into
It's
a
not
house
clear
cat
to
and
me.
start cleaning my fur.
Alrighty then.
Just sitting on the stool.
Not the strangest thing I've ever seen.
I'm still getting used to it, sort of. He just sort of randomly does that. I'm not sure if it's actually functional or if it's just a calming thing that he does. But it's a nice improvement that he's actually turned into a house cat rather than a hell cat, because that has tended to not really work out quite so well for us in the many
Yep, that
places
would cause
so
quite a
far.
ruckus. Hellcats are quite vicious.
We did find that out. In fact, we went on a little journey for Mr. Marthas, and as we were going on our journey, we went and we killed a couple of hellcats, and they were not very happy about it. Not at all. They tried to kill us instead, which was not at all the plan. So we had to sort of turn that around on them and kill them instead. But yes, yes, they are very, very vicious. We did discover this. So tell me, yes.
What is it you actually are doing down here?
Well, we're not entirely sure. We were killed, of course. We're very dead. Yes, we are very dead, but not dead at all. In fact, because we're still here, I'm very confused about how all of this works in a sort of metaphysical kind of sense. But
More of a reincarnation type of thing.
interesting. If I had the choice, I don't think I would have been reincarnated here. Not that your establishment is not lovely and everything, but I do think the whole hell thing is not particularly enjoyable in any capacity. So I
once heard a statistic that something like 86% of all people on the material plane end up here. So.
Oh, it seems very very similar. I like to a statistic that I heard that 97% of all statistics quoted are made up.
I'm just gonna look up at Rivera and be like, "Hey, can I?
No.
Can I get some?
My
Can
friend
I get
Mr.
some milk
Hermit.
in a saucer?" It's in her head. You can't hear it.
Was that you?
Yeah,
3 copper.
I'm
turns
gonna
around
owe
and-
you.
Plunk, 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 plunk.
Remind me when I'm a
I'll
hermit
take
again.
it out of the extra silver you gave me. She slides over a saucer of the same greenish blue.
I'm gonna hop up on the actual bar top and start drinking.
You found yourself in interesting company.
Well, it's been very interesting company the entire time. We were hired originally to kill some goblins, and it was in fact not at all to hunt goblins at all. It was a ruse to get us all killed and then sent to hell. And I'm really quite put off by the man I guess it's not really a man. He's sort of a weird red-faced thing who speaks in a very strange accent, and I don't like him at all because I mean he did kill us and send us to hell. I mean, what is to like about a person like that?
His name was Board Bath.
Board bath.
Yes, he sounded bored.
That must be if he tricked you into coming to hell.
He said he had some sort of grander purpose for it. He wants us to kill someone down here or some sort of dragon or something. But really,
Yeah, I think his name was Asmodeus. I remember names.
He doesn't really do a very good job of communicating like when or how or why or anything like that. So we just sort of are wandering around trying to figure out what his plan is and how we can he says we can be reincarnated or something if we complete his mission, but so far it has not been going particularly well. We've just killed the 2 Hellcats and those are not dragon-like at all.
No, that other guy's more dragon-like than the Hellcats.
So what are you doing towards this killing of a dragon?
Well, I suppose we are looking for her. I did hear that she was a she, and I believe her name is like Tiamat or something.
No, Asmodeus. We gotta kill Asmodeus.
No, Asmodeus is the one who wants her dead.
I'm so confused.
It's okay. This is why we learn names so that we can get them straight and don't have to forget them later
Yes, but
on.
now there's too many names, and I can't keep track of all of them. There's so many people around.
Yeah, Tiamat is whew, if you got to go up against Tiamat. Yeah, Asmodeus has had her chained up in the first layer of hell for centuries.
You would think then from her being chained up that it would be a much more simple matter to kill her because she can't go anywhere.
I mean, it sounds simple, but she's still alive, so it can't be that easy. I think I remember hearing one time there was there's a little get this right. A tiefling, I want to say. Where's my tab? With my notes?
I don't know.
Oh, it's way over here.
Share it with me. I'll help you
Yeah,
look.
we're gonna go with tiefling.
What about a tiefling?
Apparently, I forgot to write that down. There's a tiefling that has been keeping tabs on Tiamat, her whereabouts, and all this stuff.
Well, I mean, if she is chained up, then perhaps there's not very much of a whereabouts for her to be. There's just sort of the one place. I thought that was how they chained up were.
Yeah, but you got people chained up in prison, but they're still guards. Make sure they don't get out.
Well, I suppose that is very true. Yes. So
Where's this tiefling?
I've seen her hanging out over near the shops.
Does she have a name?
Yes, her name is Distilla.
Distilla.
Dill. You know what? I can't really pronounce it. It's been a while. I'm just gonna.
Been a while.
She writes it down on a piece of paper and hands it to you.
Delista.
There we go, Delista.
Yes.
I'm not really good at pronouncing things. I can't even pronounce my own store name.
What does this tiefling look like by any chance?
She's purple. She's got kind of long horns that kind of go back over her head and then loop back around. So they're kind of like almost like an S shape. She has a big nose piercing, kind of like a bull piercing.
I used to know a fella with a big nose.
She yeah, so she's pretty easy to spot.
She's a very distinctive image, then.
I mean, I don't know any other purple tieflings.
Yes, I suppose that would be rather... I mean, I don't know any tieflings at all. At least not yet, but perhaps I will soon. Now that I know that I'm looking for one. Tell me, Ravona, out of character, did we already get our rooms?
No, we talked about
Thurkear got one.
Thurkear got one. Would it be possible for me and my friend the Hermit to also get a room here?
I'm fine here. I can just sleep in a corner.
I don't think they would like you very much to sleep in a corner. In your present state, you may shed upon something that they don't want to have for run.
I look up at her with sort of questioning.
I'm going to charge you either way, so you know.
Would it be better than to be sleeping in a comfortable bed than upon a cold floor?
You don't have to have like a bed of leaves or nothing.
Not here in hell.
Yeah, I thought not. All right, I'll take a regular bed then.
So is that one room or two rooms?
This is a great question, Mr. Hermit. Would you prefer some alone time, or since we are both very small, do you think we could perhaps save some money and stay in the same room?
That's fine with me, I guess.
Very well, then. I suppose we shall have one room. And you said that it was 2 gold coins for a full month?
Yeah, 2 gold coins for a full month.
Very well, then. Here you are, and I will hand them over.
She gives you your key and just kind of puts the Thurkear's key like right beside it, where his head's laying.
Don't worry, we will worry about our tall folk friend here. He has not proven to be particularly reliable in every circumstance. This is just another one that has kind of not really panned out very well for him. We expect greater things from him in the future. He did show us though that he can make a fireball. That was very impressive, I think, the one time. Have you ever seen someone make a fireball, Miss Ravona?
Many times, unfortunately, in my own establishment. Not
yes.
this one, the one in the upper plane.
Yes, that would be most unpleasant. This is not a good place for a fireball. The measurements of this room are very tight. I think everyone in here would be hit by it.
Yeah, probably. I really hate that I lost this person's accent very, very quickly. Because I know Gavi was thinking about it the entire time.
We're also looking for some work while we're here, just to looking for some maybe some bartering or some jobs that might pay some gold. Do you have anything like that?
I mean, I don't have anything. The Hunters and Tanners Guild, they hand out contracts. Over in the shopping district, you might be able to barter for some wares and goods.
Oh, the shopping
they may have information for you.
The shopping district is probably not very well for us. When we were going through there earlier, someone attacked my friend the Hermit. They shot him in his
You haven't been to
posterior.
the shopping district.
Wherever we were, there were shopkeepers that had to write their stuff into his elephant.
That was the entertainment district.
Okay, never mind.
It was this area.
Retract.
Speaking of which,
I'm going to turn back into a hermit. I am sitting cross-legged on the bar.
have you seen any shady characters? Because last time when we came through here, we was attacked.
Can't say that I have. Of course, a lot of people down here are shady, so that metric might be a little skewed.
That's interesting. There's not even a sun, so you'd think there wouldn't be a lot of shade. It's weird.
I was going to say, have you perhaps seen any unshady characters then who might be able to cast some sort of ice magic at a poor wandering mammoth as he comes through the town carrying 2 hellcats?
Oh, well, your friend here shot some ice magic at some thing that was running through the streets earlier.
just gonna slowly turn my head.
Well, that is very strange. I did not know that he knew ice magic. I've only ever seen him shoot the fireball. I wonder, perhaps he saw the person who shot the ice magic at us, and he was returning fire at them.
All right,
Actually, I don't think
sidebar.
he's ever shot a fireball.
Sidebar.
Fire
Mumbles,
something. He did something.
can you put the baby down? It's really hard to be angry with you in character with that adorable baby in your arms.
Just want to point out that not only did my pal Horton verbally kick me while I was down, passed out on the bar, the DM's now kicking me while I'm down, passed out on the bar.
No, he said you woke up already.
I don't know if buses run through hell, but I'm pretty sure I just got ran over by one, and then it backed up over me.
Hey, he asked the appropriate question. You were in our bar.
If it helps, Horton is an idiot, and he doesn't realize that you shot the hermit in the butt.
Oh, I've just been called unreliable. We expect better things from him in the future.
Well, we were expecting you to like help us out with the Hellcats, and you're just like, bye.
It's like starting a new job on Monday, and your boss goes, "Yeah, we won't need you again till next week. Take the rest of the week off.
Do I still get paid?
We expect better things from you in the future."
It has happened to me before.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, "Hey, here's a question for you. I'm still getting used to this whole time thing. I can just look up and look at the sun. I know what time it is, but what time is it?"
And you see she reaches over underneath the desk and kind of pulls out this kind of looks like an hourglass, but the sand that's dripping in it is dripping strangely. And you can see at the top line of the hourglass there are markings, and the top of the sand currently is at about halfway between noon and 1.
Is she
It's
gonna,
about
is she
12:30.
gonna tell me that,
Well,
or do I have
Yeah,
to
she's
guess
gonna go-
how it works?
she's gonna put it up there, and she's gonna go, I guess it looks like it's about 12:30.
Well, this is a most interesting contraption.
That's a fancy gadget.
Tell me, does everyone have one of these?
I mean, they sell them over at the shop.
Tell me, how do they synchronize them so well so that they are all displayed at the same time?
Magic.
Oh. Darn it.
Imagination.
Why does this have to be a setting where magic can be an easy out? I wanted you to explain lore. Like the yearly syncing of the timepieces.
Same way they stuck a beacon over the Hellcats. Magic.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way we can get a beacon to just lay over here so we know how to get back next time.
Oh, that would be very helpful. We should talk to Mr. Marthas again to see if he can tell us if that would be a possibility, because it was very difficult to navigate our way back here when we didn't actually walk all the way out there.
Yeah.
We just sort of appeared and there was Hellcats.
Hey, Mr. Blizzard guy, what's your name? I forget names. I'm not good with names.
Still passed out on the bar.
No,
You're not passed out. You're conscious.
Okay.
Your mouth is just numb.
Okay.
Hey, didn't you want to go into that arena? We got some gold now.
Maybe my mouth is numb, so.
Did you nod? Oh,
He did. He
Oh,
I
nodded.
said, uh-huh.
oh, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But do we have enough for him to get in? Because I remember it being very, very expensive. Do you remember how expensive it was to try and get into the arena?
I'm not good with numbers.
Oh, I know. We could go back and find Miss Hilda, who was the arena lady, and we could have her tell us again how much it is to join the arena.
I feel like it was 100.
I think it was 100 too, but I don't think I wrote it down.
I feel like it was 100.
I have a tab in my notes labeled major events. The only thing listed there is we all died.
That's very helpful information at this point.
I'm gonna put Tiamat escaped. That happened.
I'm amazed I didn't make a note of that.
Yeah, me too. Nope, I got
I'm
nothing.
making very
Roll a
different
history
notes.
check.
Oh,
I'm gonna help.
I'll do it at advantage.
Yeah, okay, you do that.
I mean, if you're gonna help, then I'll be doing it at advantage.
Sure.
How's 30 do?
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Yeah, it was 100 gold.
100 gold. Okay. Well, I seem to recall that it was in fact 100 gold, and I have now 100 gold. Mr. Hermit, how much do you have?
I got 53.
That is a number, yes. Mr. Thurkear, do you have enough to get yourself into the arena? Because I do not believe the Hermit will be able to help you very much.
Yeah, I have enough. I can do it.
I'm gonna, in the two of their minds, I'm gonna say, I have 114, but I didn't want to say it out loud. Oh, speaking of which, I owe you 2 copper. I'm gonna give her 1 more silver. That's for the milk. Thanks. I have pockets
Thank
now.
you.
You know, I have enough to buy 2 of us in. If somebody wants to partner up with me, have a good fight. Oh wait, never mind. My mouth is still not. Forget it. I'm not actually. Oh well, we're connected, eh?
No, you have to talk. Only I can do it.
Gotcha.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Maybe it's bad again, so I can
And
still do
then,
number.
and then, if it's still bad, can we roll a perception check
Still
to
bad.
see if we understand him?
It's still bad.
It's starting to wear off, but yeah, you still have a little bit of a tingly tongue.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. What'd you say?
I can get the 2 of us in.
Right, I think he said he wants to go kill 2 Hellcats. We're gonna go kill 2 Hellcats.
Oh,
I
no.
can get 2 of us in.
I think you should have to roll a performance check.
So what is it you guys would like to do now? Go back to the arena?
Let's go back to the arena.
I would love to fight someone
We can go to the arena. Oh,
to
thank
prove
you.
I'm reliable.
Thank you, Mrs. Ravona, very much for. Oh, I forgot. I didn't mean to be rude. Mrs. Ravona, which is it?
I'm gonna pick up the key off the bar.
Oh, down here it's Miss.
Oh, yes. Well, down here, does that mean that you had someone who's still alive and missing you now?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh, well, that is very sad. I think it is nice to have someone that you can remember. The Hermit here, he was just remembering his mother a short time ago. Although he says he doesn't have too many memories of her to begin with, but it is all right. Just the memory itself is enough. Perhaps someday you'll have someone that you can remember fondly, like I do. Anyway, thank you for your time and for your milk and for your hospitality, and we shall return again later on to take a proper rest.
See ya. I'm gonna walk out.
And I shall follow him. And I assume that we bring Thurkear behind us.
Is he coming? Otherwise, I could turn into something and carry him.
Yeah, can I walk?
Yeah, you're good. It's just
Okay, cool.
It's just
I'll
your
stumble.
mouth.
I'll stumble along then.
So you guys make your way through, keeping your eye on the Colosseum as you get closer and closer, and you make your way into the Colosseum.
I'd like to begin looking for Miss Hilda.
Yeah, so you can inquire around and talk and you eventually find her.
While he's doing that, I'm looking around to see if I see a Minotaur named Reginald, but I don't remember his name because I'm not good with names. Just seeing if the Minotaur's around that we met earlier.
I was gonna say I'm
Roll.
going original.
Roll a perception check because I can English.
14 plus.
Can I help him?
No,
It's
you're
all
looking
right.
for
25.
Hilda. 25. You look around. You have to go deck to deck just because of the way this arena is set up. But you don't see him anywhere in there.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the other two.
So yeah, you find Hilda, and so you walk up to her, I presume.
Yes, Miss Hilda. Hello, it is us again.
Oh Lord, it's you again.
Well, yes, I
What?
believe I just said it was.
What can I help you with?
We have returned with funds sufficient to your necessary entry fee, and we would like to join the battle and fray in your most auspicious arena.
Just you?
Oh no, not me, Mr. Thurkear. It is indeed
Me
his
too.
idea. It is his idea, and I will be joining him, and perhaps also the Hermit. The Hermit, will you be joining us?
I'm gonna hobble over, looking as feeble as I possibly can, leaning on my stick, be like, "Yes, I'd like to join in the arena, miss."
Would that be separate or as a cohesion?
Is there a difference in how this works?
Cohesions get paid less per participant, but the entry fee is also less.
That could be very helpful. Because while we do have the necessary funds, we still don't have a lot of funds.
Yeah. I would like to do it with my friends here because I don't think I could do it on my own.
Roll a deception check, because I know that's what you want.
No, I didn't. I just wanted you to believe me.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
13.
13. Okay. Okay, so for three of you, and she's kind of eyeing you all over. That'll be 200 gold.
Yes. Very well. I believe we can do that, Mr. Thurkear. Will you be able to provide? Well, I suppose you can. So yes.
Right, freeway.
Yeah, I've got covered. I'm doing what?
Well, I certainly don't mean for you to have to cover everything. We could. Yes, I certainly have some funds of my own that I can provide and help us out with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Miss, is there a place that I could perhaps put a wager down?
No, you can't bet on yourself.
Why not? It could be fun.
Because that's illegal, and I'd have to kill you.
That could be
Place a
less
wager
fun.
on us?
Never mind then.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay the fee.
Okay.
All right.
I got it. I got it.
In before we team wipe.
All right. It looks like you guys got here just in time. We can get you in tonight.
Oh, most excellent.
All right.
Come back in an hour and a half.
Perhaps we should take a little time to rest and strategize. It could be beneficial to us, particularly because I'm still somewhat worn out from our journey.
Can you describe the arena? Is there like a cage or anything around it, or?
There is no cage. It's an open oval shape, and there are several pillars that extend up to nowhere. Some of them have fallen over. There were 6 standing pillars. There are 2 that are leaning over, that are almost next to each other. So there's a pillar that's leaned over, one standing up, and then there's another pillar that's leaned over, and then the other 3 pillars are still standing. There are different weapons around the outside of the arena. Pretty much any basic weapon you would want, or shields.
You said that
are
was
on the outside
around
of
the
arena.
outside? Around the outside?
Around the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside. There are also a couple of cages that look like they go to pits that are underneath. And then there are 9 gates around the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside.
So, do I see people that are making bets?
You see lots of people that are making bets.
I'm just going to walk over to some of them and hobbling over on my cane and be like, "Hey, did you hear we the 3 of us are going to be fighting some Hellcats in the arena. It's going to be great. You just wait for us. We're gonna and I'm just going to like swing my staff and just fall over as I do it.
How do you know you're fighting Hellcats?
I'm pretty sure that's what we were doing. Maybe we're not. We'll find out. That's what other people were fighting.
We've seen lots of different fights.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, roll a performance check.
21.
One of the people kind of looks like Thurkear, but he's a little bit skinnier, and he doesn't have feet. He just has a long tail. He's a Yanti, and he just looks at you and goes, "Good luck, old man."
Oh, I don't need luck. I got skill. As I'm trying to pick myself up off the floor.
Yes, sure you do. And he goes back to drinking and watching the current fight.
Yeah. We go back to my party.
Well, it's certainly a party now that you're here.
Thanks.
You would think it would be a party because of Thurkear.
Well, he's just drunk.
He's only slightly inebriated.
I'm not drunk. My tongue is numb. There's a difference.
She did say watch out for the spikes. You just ignored that part.
I'm not drunk. I was poisoned by someone with a tail. Which is not the first time. It's the second time.
What was the first time?
I don't want to talk about it.
Then why'd you bring it up?
I don't know. Because I was poisoned. For a second time.
What was the first time?
It was in Baldur's Gate. And the year was 1987.
Yeah. I remember that year.
It's strange because the years only go up to 732.
I was in the future. Because my teleportation spell gone wrong. I rolled on a wild magic table.
But in the overplane, you didn't have teleportation.
That's why it went wrong.
Something's not adding up here.
He attempted a spell he couldn't do.
Now, after explaining how the whole multiverse thing works on Saturday, I'm not doing that again. No, we're not delving in there. Ending multiverses right now.
Alright, so what are you guys doing for the next hour and a half to prepare for this?
I would like to take a short rest.
If anything.
I could do a short
Yeah,
rest.
you can definitely take a short rest and regain any, use any hit dice to regain health. Or any abilities that are regained on a short rest.
We don't get any hit dice back, right?
No.
Okay.
Not for a short rest.
I mean, that's perfect. That gets me back up to full health.
I mean, Thurkear is a rather intelligent fellow.
So we keep talking.
And I feel like it, yeah. Only Thurkear. I'm not talking about myself. So Thurkear is a very intelligent fellow. I feel like I would spend some time talking strategy with my compatriots about the idea of, like, if we start to get swarmed, like, fighting, like, back to back, and the idea of that, like, just kind of.
Yes, and
know.
if we make this little hut that keeps us all safe, we should stay in it.
We're not going to talk about that. I can guarantee. I promise you that. We'll leave that part out.
Some of us are gonna talk about it, son. I'm just looking up at him, shaking my finger.
All right, you
I'd
guys,
also hold on. We have an hour and a half, right?
Yep.
Okay. I would like to take that time to. I will take some of that time. Oh, let me think. I'm thinking how much time I actually want to spend talking to y'all about strategy.
I'm gonna look over at
Actually, I'm gonna take that time to ritually cast Find Familiar.
Okay. Do you have the spell components for that?
Did we talk about how I had it for one time?
No. We talked about how I had it for 2 times in your one shot.
Are you sure that we didn't talk about it for Thurkear?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you don't have it.
I mean, like,
you could go get it.
I was gonna say,
time.
I'm in hell. Surely charcoal and incense isn't hard to find, right?
Yeah, you can definitely find the materials.
Yeah. So like, let me cache.
Did he do that
real
while
quick.
he was away from us?
He did not. He slept while he was away from you.
I do have a question about
Yeah,
incense.
I'll do that so I can ritually cast Find Familiar.
Does
Okay.
incense work in this campaign the way it has in another campaign that you ran, Masters?
No.
I was really hoping it did.
No. That was a choice made by Friendly, and I ran with it.
It can make our encounter with Ballista a lot more exciting.
While he's gone, I'm gonna look at talk to Horton for a few minutes. Be like, so here's the thing: when we get introduced, I'm gonna turn myself into a rat, and I'm gonna hide in your pocket until we get out there, so that nobody knows there's 3 of us. Even if she announces 3 of us, so I'll just be missing.
Well, that seems very dishonest.
I could be like a secret weapon. Rah!
I mean, I suppose you could be, but this still seems very dishonest.
No, it's not dishonest. It's competitive. It's important.
It was very dishonorable of how the kobolds they were attacking us, and they stole our Hellcat belts.
I'm not stealing nothing.
And well, but it's
gonna
just
jump out when they least expect it. Rah!
I suppose that you could do that, Mr. Hermit, but it does not seem very sportsmanlike to me.
Oh no, it is. Trust me. I've done this sort of thing before.
Well, you do have a lot more experience, so perhaps it will be okay.
That's true. I do.
Would I just had a really good or an interesting strategy come to mind. Would it be beneficial to you if when you jump out instead, if I were to throw you?
I don't know. I've seen that go wrong in the past.
Well, I was saying that I was thinking that perhaps while you were in the air and after I've thrown you, you could turn yourself into something much bigger and more durable, and then perhaps you would maintain the same momentum as you crash into the enemy.
That's possible. You could use me as a long range weapon.
It is perhaps possible. I suppose it would depend, of course, upon how quickly you are able to switch between your forms. But yes, I certainly could throw you far enough to hit an opponent, but you would have to be very quick and not at all disoriented as you were flying through the air as a small rat.
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
All right, I will do what I can to conceal you in my pocket.
Maybe on your shoulder.
Whatever you prefer. Kind of wishing now I hadn't thrown away the pouch with the explosive with the flammable liquor, whatever it was.
All right, so
Familiar
You
is a
get your-
weasel, by the way.
What?
A weasel.
What's a weasel?
My familiar.
it's-
Oh.
it's really-
Ooh.
So you guys spend your time, prepare, talk strategy. And that's where we will take our break.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet. We'll be right back, everybody.
Welcome back. So you guys have gone to the arena, paid your fee, and you've spent the last hour and a half readying for your first event. You make your way back, and Hilda leads you into the underground portion of the arena and shows you to your entrance. Good luck.
Hey, what are we fighting
She
today?
says as she closes the gate behind you. Oh, you'll find out. So you guys walk up to the gate where you can now see into the arena, and from here, the magic that you are used to, where no matter what floor you're on, you can see like as if you were on the first floor. The magic doesn't exist down here. So when you look out, you can see every row of the arena. And it's about 30 stories. 30 stories stacked on top of each other.
And there's no roof, you said, right?
There is no roof. And it slowly gets bigger as it goes out.
I'm going to turn into a tiny rat and crawl up onto Horton's shoulder.
From the arena, you can hear a muffled sound, and you can only catch every few words. But you make out your names as you have given them to Hilda, and then you hear the people chanting and cheering, and the portcullis in front of you slowly raises up and awaits you to walk through.
I walk through the opening and I begin waving at the people.
So as you all walk through, people are going crazy. You can kind of focus in on a few individuals, and see that they're placing bets and talking
Do I
to
see
one
Reginald?
another. You do not see Reginald. And you are slowly making your way towards the middle. And the portcullis closes behind you. As you get out into the middle of the arena, you can see standing in the center of this thing, people are just going crazy. It's just a bunch of white noise at this point. And you can see out of the corners of your eyes 4 portcullises slowly raise up, and 4 Hellcats come out from all directions.
Oh, Mr. Hermit, you were right. They are Hellcats.
I told you. I say in his head.
And now we're going to enter our first skill challenge of the series.
Okay.
So the way skill challenges are going to work is each round, you guys are going to attempt to do something.
Okay.
And then we will narrate, after rolling, we will narrate the success or failure of that something. And you guys, for this particular one, need to get 5 successes before 3 failures.
Okay.
And if you get 5 successes, you are successful and win. 3 failures, and you lose. And we will determine what those successes and failures are as we go.
Righty.
So, I need everyone to roll initiative. Oh, that's not good. There.
15 plus 4. 19 for me.
Why is it not giving me the initiative tracker?
Why use my voice?
This is a very awkward
I
question.
use their voice all the time. Figured I might as well use yours sometime.
I got me a
It's not-
token.
Oh, it's way down here for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason, Roll20 will not go into a corner slot.
Nailed it.
It's very annoying.
Oh, I accidentally rolled over yours. Because that was your token, not my token. Sorry, Mumbles.
Wow.
I can. Don't worry, I'm going to add everybody.
How come I can move your
Oh.
token?
We should see if perhaps we can try to avoid damaging the pelts. Perhaps we can use these Hellcats as more of our contract with Mr. Marthas.
I was
So
thinking that.
Hermit, would you roll 19?
19. Sure.
All right, so Hermit, you're up first. The crowd's going crazy. You are a mouse inside of Horton's pocket
No, I'm on his shoulder.
on his shoulder. These 4 Hellcats have been released. Their portcullises closed behind them. Crowd's going crazy. What do you do?
Well, I was gonna I was gonna let him throw me, but I get too excited because I see the Hellcats and we just fought the Hellcats, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to jump off of his shoulder and towards. Are there any pillars nearby?
You guys are in the center, so you're equidistant from all the pillars.
Okay, are there any like the fallen ones that fell over nearby?
They're, I
Like
mean,
leaning,
the
that like
fallen
fell
ones
towards
all,
us.
none of the fallen ones are fallen in. They're either fallen to the side or outward.
Okay.
One's followed against another, and then the other one is fallen outward.
How far away would you say?
Don't worry about distance.
Okay, so I would like to jump towards a pillar, transform into a giant ape, which is a huge beast,
Okay.
climb to the top of one of the pillars, and jump down on top of a Hellcat.
Okay. Roll using the giant ape.
Yep,
Roll an athletics check.
that's just Dex, right?
Yes. No.
Oh,
Athletics is strength.
Athletics is strength. Okay. It's only a 10.
And I would say the great ape is proficient. So add +6.
Okay. 16.
16.
I rolled a 10, and then you said add +6, and I counted it out because I'm good at math.
So a 16 is a success, and you're able to you leap off of his shoulder, and as you hit the ground, you go to jump towards one of the pillars, transforming into this giant ape, and you just grab a hold of the pillar and then leap off of it and just on top of one of the Hellcats, and the Hellcat just kind of gets splatted out. It's not quite dead, but it looks pretty hurt.
Does
That
it
is
matter?
one success.
Does it matter that I get multi-attack
No,
as giant ape? Okay.
that is one success. Horton.
Can I?
Oh, yes.
Can I pound my hands
Sure.
on my chest and roar? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, you reach down.
Yeah. That's what happened.
I'm assuming that there's a Hellcat that he is more or less facing that is not the one that he just
Yeah,
pummeled.
there are 3 other Hellcats.
But there's like one that's like sort of in front of him, I suppose.
There is one that is currently in front of him. Yes,
Okay.
kind of. It's kind of prone at the moment.
Not the one that he just beat down, like a different one.
Well, they came out from 4 different directions.
Okay, so like, is there any other one that's closer to him than the other ones?
Well, technically, there are 2 that would be closest to him, since that's how corners work.
I'm not really. So the other one that's close to him, that's not currently underneath him, that one.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'll move towards that one.
Okay.
And,
So what are you doing?
I'll draw my sword and attack it.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
22.
22 is definitely a success. So you run over to another Hellcat, and you've fought these things before already. And so you kind of figured out how to best kill these things, as you've killed 2 of them now. But these Hellcats are a little bit more tame than the ones that you fought out in the wild, and so they don't react in the same way. And you're able to just get underneath this thing and slide and cut it from jaw to butthole. And this Hellcat is no more. That is 2 successes.
Oh, look. I believe that this is a perfectly cut pelt. We should be able to sell this to Mr. Marthas.
Thurkear, what is it you do?
Like, am I sort of locked into like a turned structure? or
Nope.
Can I...
Do whatever you want. This is thematically you are describing what you would like to do
I
to
definitely
try
feel
and
like-
attain the goal.
I definitely feel like I'd be in my blade song. And then while in my blade song, I would be misty stepping, since I can do that like at will.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I would just like misty step to one, hit it, misty step to the other, hit it, misty step back, and just kind of like ping pong as I misty step, like hitting these things with my rapier as I'm in my blade song, just sort of dancing and swinging and stabbing as I go.
Okay. Roll a performance check
Okay.
with advantage because you're in your blade song.
Yeah. Nice. Anything.
19 is definitely a success. So yeah, so you channel your blade song and you misty step from one to another to another, and you're just going in this misty step dance, just pinging them. They're trying to attack at you, but you misty step out of there before they get a chance, and you're able to kill another Hellcat. All right, that is 3 successes. Back to Hermit.
All right. Assuming you haven't muted me yet. No, you're good. How close am I to the pillars now? Am I close to one of them?
Don't worry about distance. Just tell me what you want to do.
All right. What I would like to do is take one of the fallen pillars, and as this huge beast, pick up the pillar and just pound it onto the Hellcat I have. Still is alive, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd just like to just drop it as hard as I can on top of the Hellcat.
Okay.
And she
So
muted me.
you've already done an athletics check,
Yep.
and Gavi did an attack, and Thurkear did a performance. So this new it needs to be something that hasn't already been used before.
Okay.
You know what? Since you're a giant ape, let's just do a straight strength.
Straight strength.
Yep, just straight strength.
Okay, don't fail me now. Don't attack it. 11, but it's a +6 for the thing, right?
Yeah. Well, it's whatever the.
Yeah. So it says +6 next to strength for the giant ape.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So that's,
17.
17. 17 is not quite enough to pick up the pillar and slam it. So you reach over to try and pick it up, but it's a little bit heavier than you were expecting, even in your giant ape form. And you go to slam it, and the cat's able to scurry and get up out of the way before you can slam it down. That is one failure.
Ooh.
Horton.
All right, I'm seeing how this game works. As I have apparently eviscerated one of these Hellcats, and
Yes.
there's still
2 left.
2 left. One of them is kind of under the. Well, it was under the giant ape, and the other one is not looking so great, I'm assuming.
Yes. Neither of the Hellcats are looking too particularly ready for this
the one that's
encounter.
closer to me, I'm assuming, is the one that was hit by the great ape
Correct?
on the ground still.
No, it is scurried away.
Okay.
It is currently trying to get towards the outside of the arena.
Okay. Perfect. I'm very happy that it's afraid. I'm going to reach into the carcass of the eviscerated Hellcat, and I'm
Okay.
going to pull out its entrails,
Okay?
and I'm going to cover myself in them,
Okay?
and I'm going to charge towards the Hellcat, making all manner of terrifying noises and try to frighten it to death.
Okay. Roll me an intimidation check.
20.
A 20. Yeah. 20 will definitely do that. So this already terrified Hellcat is clawing, trying to get out of this arena as fast as it can. Just absolutely terrified of you. That is 4 successes. One more success, and this arena fight will be over in your favor. Thurkear.
Okay. Let's see. So there's only one left.
There's 2 left, still alive.
Master's idea.
But one of them is literally running for its life. But
Okay.
it has nowhere to go.
No. When I said I wanted to frighten it to death, I meant literally I wanted to frighten it so bad I had a heart attack and died.
You can't do that.
I was hoping. It's worth a shot.
Okay. Oh gosh, let me see how big can that be. All right, so I would like to. So I feel like the one that's like running for its life. I feel like I would want to do like a minor illusion in front of it that would look like a wall. So it would avoid it, right? And as it juts out to avoid the wall, I would run up like Happy Gilmore style and booming blade this thing. And just try and just rock its world.
Okay. Roll me deception.
Nice. Here's where our low charisma character really shines. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you put this wall up to try and get this thing to go in a different direction. But it's so terrified, it doesn't even notice that there is a new wall that has appeared. And it literally just runs through it as you try to attack, and it scurries out of the way. That is
Hate
2
that
failures.
Bob Barker.
Hermit,
All right,
it all comes down to you. Failure or success. This is the roll.
no pressure. All right, I am going to cast Wall of Thorns into just like a semicircular wall underneath both Hellcats and have it come up so that they have to make a dexterity saving throw. I don't know how that works in this narrative, but
Yep.
that's what they would be doing.
Okay. Roll me a nature check with advantage.
Okay. Lily, don't attack my dice, okay?
And you may add your proficiency to this, so
Okay.
add +6.
Advantage +6 +2. Okay. Don't fall down. 17 +8.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you kind of are you still in grade 8 form?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why bother
So
changing?
so you as the grade 8, you this Hellcat is scurried away from you. You kind of turn where you can see both of them, and you and as you do that, the thorns just coming out of the ground where it makes no sense for them to be. And you catch both of the Hellcats and pierce them into the thorns on the wall, and the crowd goes wild. You guys have successfully killed all 4 Hellcats and are champions of this arena for now.
And I'm
I'd
just
like to
gonna
invent the fist bump and go and fist bump my compatriots.
I'm going to very gently fist bump back as a huge beast. And
So
then
as you are all running around fist bumping, high fiving each other, there's just a furious rush that comes out. All 9 gates come up, and just a bunch of these little demons, little devils with little wings come out, and they're taking the Hellcats and getting them out and clearing out the thorns, and it's just mass chaos.
Can I just grab
for
one
what
Hellcat
seems
and
like
hold
an
it?
eternity?
can I hold that? Okay.
No, they take it from you.
All right. So I'm gonna
Horton would
stand
like
there.
to grab onto the tail of the Hellcat that he eviscerated and be like, no, we need to sell that to Mr. Marthas. Let it go. It is our kill. Give it back to us.
Yeah, and in an instant, you say, "Give it back to us," and then the next thing you know, there is nothing in your hand, and everything else is gone.
I'm gonna, as a giant ape, I'm gonna put my arms out like this. I'm gonna roar and then turn into a hermit again and go, "Ah!" and then walk on my stick.
And at this point, some of the devils are kind of getting behind you and kind of ushering you out of the arena so that they can get the next game on.
But you don't understand. We killed the Hellcats. We're supposed to get the pelts for them for Mr. Marthas. And he just continues this all the way out.
Yeah. So you get outside of the arena, back to the underground, and Hilda is standing there. Well, maybe you guys got some fight in you after all.
Yeah, I think we did all right.
Yes,
It was
Hilda.
a good show you put on out there.
Yes.
So, are you wanting to continue, or is this it for you? You got in your field?
I'm ready to go again. How about y'all?
Oh, certainly we can fight again. But Miss Hilda, we're wondering if we could get those pelts from the Hellcats.
Absolutely not.
Well, that is most unfortunate.
So y'all gonna go again?
I'm kind of tired. I mean, I'll go again if you guys want to go again, but it's up to y'all. Hey, how much money did we win?
Yeah, that's an
for
even
your
better
first
question.
for your first arena, you won back the money that you invested. So if you
Oh.
quit now, you get your 200 gold back, or you can continue on with no additional fee.
No, it certainly seems like it would be a good idea for us to try and get at least a little bit more out of it than we put in.
Yeah, let's go again.
I mean, since they're
That
not
was
going to
fun.
give us the Hellcat pelts, which I thought was going to be just a natural thing that if
Let
we
it-
kill it,
Let it ride, lady.
Alrighty then. Y'all just hang out right here, and we'll get you in on the next available arena.
Do I get spell slots back on a short rest?
You do not.
Okay. That's fine.
But you may take a short rest if you wish.
I'm good.
I don't really need to. If that's the only thing that I used. Unless it makes my dice roll better.
So some time passes, and you see various fights going on. You can't really see as well as if you were actually out in the arena watching.
I would like to get some
but-
food. Can I do that?
Yeah, they have a spread of food. It's not the best food, but they have just a general spread of things that they deem edible.
Yes, you may be surprised, but I ain't picky. I'll just eat whatever.
But you see people go in. You see people come out beat up. You see people come out and they look like they were victorious. You see people that come out in stretchers that didn't look like they fared too well. But eventually Hilda comes back up to you. All right, you guys ready for round 2?
Yeah.
most certainly we are.
We still can't bet on ourselves, right?
No, you cannot bet on yourself.
I'm just checking. You don't have to be so sassy.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, all right, then.
All right, y'all head on in there for trial number 2.
As we head in, and I'm assuming Hilda is left behind, I'm going to whisper to the Hermit, "This will be very different after we get our trench coat."
I was thinking about that earlier. Hey, do you want to try that rat thing and you could throw me this time?
Yes, we could try that, sir.
All right. I'm going to turn into a rat and hop back up on his shoulder.
So same thing as before. You hear muffled announcements going on. You hear faintly what you assume are your names. The portcullis goes up, and you enter the arena once more.
Hey, this time just hold me in your hand so you're ready to throw me.
Oh, yes, indeed, sir.
All right. So you guys came out of... You guys have been coming in and out of what would be the South Gate if you guys were deeming that the South Gate.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys come out, the two gates on either side slowly raise up. And these two big behemoth-looking things come out, and they are quadrupedal, and their legs are about 2 foot wide in diameter, and they have these massive spiked tails that have a sharp point, kind of like a scorpion, and they have these huge fangs that almost scrape the ground, and they just slowly lumber out.
Okay.
So everyone roll initiative again.
5 success, 3 failures again?
No, this one will be 6 successes, 3 failures.
Oh.
My initiative is just abysmal tonight.
Hopefully it's better than mine because I need you to go first. What's my plus? 5, 9. 9.
Your initiative is better than mine. Oh, your initiative is actually worse than mine. Okay.
Excellent.
You're muted.
Yeah, if you're talking, you're not talking.
As the portcullis goes down for these two beasts, and you see them slowly lumbering towards you guys, what is it that you do?
Do I feel like these are like hellish creatures? Look, do I? Easier way of putting this. These creatures look like they would be immune to fire or resistant to fire.
From everything that you have seen in this arena so far, you can assume that all the creatures in this are fiendish. However, these particular ones, you do not know if they are resistant or immune to fire. You can make an Arcana check, but that would be your roll for this round.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to make an Arcana check for this.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. So as you see these creatures lumbering out, you kind of start doing some general calculations in your head and try to suss out any details you might be able to tell from their outward appearance using your magical intellect. And with an 18, you are able to discern that they are in fact not immune nor resistant to fire. As you can see a few burnt marks on them already. You also determine that they are very, very slow to react, but should they make contact with either their tail or their jaw, it would be devastating.
Okay.
So that is one success.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you relay this information to your team?
Thinking about it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Would you like to roleplay that?
Yeah, I'll just kind of like look back at them like as they come on and go. Y'all can burn these things from what it looks like, but try not to get hit by it because that looks nasty. You feel me?
Certainly, I did not believe that these would be very pleasant things to be hit by. They're much bigger than I am, so I will do my best to avoid it. Thank you very much.
Good to know.
All right, Horton.
I would like to hold my action so that on Mr. Hermit's turn, I can throw him with all due vigor directly at the face of one of these things.
There are no actions.
Oh.
Just tell me what you want to do.
I would like to throw the Hermit.
Okay. Roll me athletics.
Are you sure it's not animal handling?
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Not really.
That has so little effect on me. A 24.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you throw him not only with the zest you need to get him to where he needs to go, but also with the accuracy so that he is not going towards where these creatures could catch him with their mouth nor their tails. So he is safely flying through the air. There's two successes.
I'd like to point out I succeeded with a 7.
Oh gosh.
Hermit.
Okay, so I'm currently flying through the air.
Currently flying through the air.
And as I fly through the air, you see the hermit, who's this tiny little rat, transform into a giant snapping turtle, and hurtle shell first like a shield being projected in front of a warrior, just straight towards some fleshy bits on one of these scorpion-looking things. And I'm just
okay, so you're
bludgeon.
just turning into disc form, and you're just a bullet.
That's it. I'm going along for the ride.
All right. Let's see here. Let's do
Intimidation. No.
no.
Survival?
Let's do insight to see if you can manage to kind of like kick your legs in the way so that you're your descent will hit them in the most opportune spot.
Okay, all right. 14.
14. You kind of try and find a little space as your turtle, snapping turtle self, and
And then I
you
pull
kind of
everything
like
in.
just pull everything in, and you just kind of like hit it and bounce off. But the creature seems unaffected. That is one failure. Thurkear.
Okay. Hmm. I think that's interesting to me. What's the range on that? I would like to take out my crystal, which is an arcane focus for me, and I would like to sunburst these things.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll? Because it would typically require a con save.
Okay. What level is that?
It is 8th level. And one of the things that I'm really going for here with this as well that I'd like to mention ahead of time is if this, like, normally when this is successful, it would blind the creature so that it hits for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would also like this to sort of, if I could in any way, help my companions as they do their next thing, because these creatures would be blind.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll have you roll the con save against my DC. Not a con save. Just do an intelligence check. Straight intelligence.
Okay, so just a d20 plus 5.
Yep.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, so you cast this sunburst, and it's and you can hear the crowd gasp as they weren't expecting it and kind of having to shield their eyes themselves. And they both of the creatures you can see just kind of wince, and you can tell they're kind of dazed and out of it now, and they it's radiant damage. You can see kind of scorch marks peel as their skin starts to peel away and their tails start quivering from the pain. That is 3 successes.
Let's go.
Horton.
All right. So what I would like to do is I would like to This could be fun. All right. So I will notice the pillars around me, and that some of them have fallen down, and that some of them are still standing up, and I will try to strike one of the pillars that I can see as being not particularly structurally sound, and cause it to fall upon one of the 2 beasts.
Awesome. Roll me an investigation check to try and find that particular spot.
I'm assuming these are stone pillars.
Yes. So roll with proficiency at advantage.
So could I perhaps?
So +6.
I say, couldn't I just
With
roll,
advantage.
roll history, or?
I mean, it's just +6 with advantage because you have a +0 investigation.
Okay. Let me just +6. You know, you're making life difficult on me. So,
D20 plus 6
you know,
times 2.
I'm not prepared for this. Here,
No one ever is.
whatever this is, advantage. But whatever this is, +6. 19, so 25.
So 25. Yeah, so you run over to one of the pillars, and you can see there's a small crack from previous fights in one of these. And you kind of line it up with this thing, and you lodge your sword in and just kind of... And it goes... and hits this thing on the top of its head. And with the damage it's already sustained from the sunburst, and then this pillar falling on top of it, you hit it in just the perfect spot that this thing is out, and it drops to the ground, no longer moving. That is 4 successes.
Oh.
Hermit.
No pressure. Okay, I bounce off of this scorpion thing, and I land, and I skid a little bit, but I immediately turn around, and I just lunge toward it, and with my super sharp snapping turtle jaws, I just bite it right in the back leg and try and just tear the whole leg off.
Okay. Roll me an attack with your snapping turtle.
Sure. 18 plus 6. 24.
24. So you lunge up and find a soft spot in its back leg, and you just rip a big, huge chunk of flesh in it, and you can see its knee buckle, and the weight of this thing, it needs all 4 legs in order to stand properly. And so it just collapses prone on the ground. That is 5 successes.
Let's
One
go.
more success, and this thing is over. Thurkear.
Okay. We need, how many more successes do we need?
One.
One more success.
And we can have 2 more failures.
And one of these
You have
things,
one more failure.
and
before
only
you actually-
only one of these things is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, only one is still up, though it is currently prone
And blinded.
And blind, right?
and blind. Yes.
Okay, let me think. Okay, since it's prone and blind, I would like to, sneak up on it, so it's completely unaware. And now I want to Happy Gilmore this thing with Booming Blade and Rocket's World and just shake the arena.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you roll stealth with advantage.
Yay!
I'm going to pull all of my arms and my head in.
Yay! You let me be myself. That's gonna be a 29.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. So you just completely Happy Gilmore this thing. It can't see. It's on the ground. It doesn't hear you coming. You just Naruto run across the ground, not leaving a trace, not making a sound, and then all of this, it's like you broke the sound barrier, and all of that sound is just right at the head, and then as soon as you get to it, and you knock this thing, and you swear that the head lops off and just goes for miles. But that was only in your head, as this thing is a huge creature. But it is incapacitated and no longer in this fight. And that is another success. And the arena goes wild.
What do you think about my dependability now, Horton? Huh?
You see some larger devils come out, and they each grab these things by their tails and slowly pull them back into their cages.
Nice work.
I'm going to turn back
As
into a
you
hermit.
make your way back out of the arena through the south gate, Hilda approaches you. Well, well, well. You guys are turning out to be something. You hear that crowd out there? That's for you. Maybe you got some business here after all. Well, would you like to continue, or would you like to call it quits for now?
I think first I would like to know how much we're up to.
Well, you walk away right now with 400 gold, or you can keep going and cash in 200, and then the other 200 for your entry fee.
What do we think?
You can always cash in and come back later. We keep a lifetime tally. As long as you three enter together, you'll still be at your standing.
I do wonder. Does the reward increase for every win that we get?
Of course it does, honey. Hotter the fight, the more money you get.
Interesting.
I say maybe we don't push our luck today. Let's go and rest and relax and maybe do a little shopping, and then we'll come back sometime later.
We could do that. What do you think, Mr. Thurkear?
Character, Thurkear's. I'm a tryhard.
Get the bloodlust.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I think we can call it. We've made a little bit of a profit. I'm happy with that. I had fun.
All right. Here you go. Here are your winnings for this this little spout. You come back anytime. Speaking of, what name should I put down for the team of you all,
Oh, I came up with this.
so we can keep your record?
Oh, I was thinking that perhaps because we apparently begin every bout by throwing the Hermit, we should call it the Rat Throwers.
That's not really a great one, per se.
I'm just going to ignore any suggestions he might give.
I think we would like to be known as the wacky, oblivious, reputable scallywag tourists. You can just call us the worst for short.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember that. I'm just going to put down the worst. And she jots that down on a piece of parchment and walks away.
Okay.
Okay, says Mumbles.
That was for both of us.
So, what is it you all would like to do now? I keep dropping dice.
Mr. Hermit suggested that we should go and find something to spend our winnings upon.
So how much? I got my 200 back for the entry fee.
Yes.
And then an additional 200.
All right, I'll take 100 and give them 100 to split. So 50
Nothing-
each for them.
that seems most fair to me.
It seems quite reasonable. It's a pleasure fighting with you, sir.
Then perhaps we should go to the shopping district to find something there to spend our money upon.
I mean, I'm always good for spending a little gold. Or better yet, I wonder if we could find somebody who's got something really interesting that they trade if they need something done. I feel like there's got to be some neat things that we can get in hell, right? I mean, something.
One of the things that I'm really looking for is a herbalism kit that I can make some potions and things with.
It sounds like you could find it in the player's handbook.
But I don't know where that is. Is that a shop name? Did you visit the shops while we were gone?
He visited him earlier to get his components.
Well, then let us move along. We should go to the shops then.
All right. You guys make your way over to the shops. There are various different shops here. Pretty much anything you could want is here, with the exception of magical items. There are a few places that sell unique magical items or random magical items, but they're not typical. They're not like weapons or armor or anything like that.
I'm gonna go looking for something magical.
Okay. What in particular are you looking for?
Nothing. I want to find something that just catches my eye. I want a random table, Mr. DM.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I love investigation.
Why don't you come up with the Mace of Terror?
If I real quick, what is the investigation check for?
You are scouring to see if you can find anything magical that catches your eye.
Detect magic help.
Detect magic would show you where all the magical items were, but you would.
And it
still
would
need
also
investigate.
technically show me the school of the magical items. Maybe that would help.
It might. Depends on if you're looking for a specific type of magical.
Listen, man, I'm fishing for initiative. I'm thinking. Advantage. I don't even have words, man. I don't have words, okay? I'm fishing for advantage.
If you
No,
have
actually, I'm going for initiative. I just want to find somebody.
if you have something particular in mind, that could possibly give you advantage.
No, I'll just roll for
But-
it because really, like, I have like nothing in mind. I just want like something that's kind of neat because we're in hell. It's kind of like a souvenir, but I don't want a postcard.
Okay.
Okay, 21.
21. You walk around, and you eventually find this shop that catches your eye, called Bobs and Bits. And you walk in, and it looks like just a complete random. It looks like anything that has been lost in the material plane has found its way here. So anytime you lose a sock, this is where it ends up. It's that kind of store. You start searching around the aisles, and you find this thing. It kind of looks like a toy circus tent. But on the outside, it looks like a carousel type thing. But it's got different creatures instead of horses. It's got like frogs. It does have horses, but like has rabbits and things. And you can see on the top that you can twist it, and those things around the outside go up and down and in a circle around this thing. And it does your arcane mind. Does pick out a faint bit of magical essence to it.
Okay, how much is it?
As you pick it up, you hear over your shoulder,
Ah, you found a good one, I see.
as this short little demon guy walks up behind you, or devil guy. We're in hell. They're devils, not demons. So strange. And he's got these little bitty pointy horns that just jut out the either side of his head. He's got a big teardrop looking head, little bitty skinny body, little bitty skinny arms, little bitty tiny wings that don't look like they would do anything, but he's using them to hover up across the ground.
Ah, that right there is a beauty, I do tell you. It's not too powerful, but it does the trick when needed.
Let me stand there with it in my hand, like twist the tub and watch it go around. And what kind of trick is that? What does it do?
Well, you see, if you twist the top 3 times and place it on the ground, the next person to enter its aura of 10 feet will be charmed.
Interesting.
Yes, it works on all manner of creatures. big and small.
And how much would something like this cost?
Oh, something like that. Let's see, here is the 4, and 13 gold.
13?
Yes, I carried the 4. It was 17, I carried the 4 away.
Alright, I want to stab him in the throat with my rapier and get it for free. I just,
Murder hobos again.
13. That's fair. I'll take it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, that.
And I'll give him an extra gold piece. I'll give him 14. And that right there is in case you get anything else interesting and you see me pass through town again.
Oh, of course. Yes, I love return customers.
Well, I like coming back to the same places. Creature of habit.
Yes, creatures of habit. Yes.
I will like, I'm gonna like keep it in my hand for a bit, like just to like continue just to kind of look at it, because I mean I find it really interesting, like this little magical carousel with all these creatures. And then just before like I walk back out, like kind of like where I would mingle with other people, I will tuck it into my pack.
Okay.
What do I put down in my inventory for this thing?
Just put down enchanting carousel.
Okay, cool.
And it allows you to set that trap 2 times per day. It resets on a lot. It resets at the end of a long rest. You can gain those 2 charges back.
And I would like to look for a herbalism shop stand.
Yeah, you can easily find an herbalism kit for the cost of what it would be in the player's handbook.
And are there ingredients for potions as well? Do they have herbs? Do they have someone there who can tell me the difference between the herbs that I know and the hell herbs?
Yes, actually. So you find this little. So she's a rather short-looking elven woman, though not as short as you. And she has different flowers that she's got pinned throughout her hair. And if you go up and introduce yourself.
Hello!
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, I just bought this herbalism kit from you a few seconds ago. You remember me?
Yes, you're still here.
Yes, sometimes I forget things, so I was just making sure. I was wondering, I wanted to make myself some healing potions, because some of these people that I'm with, they're a little weak, and I want to make sure that they don't die again. So, but I'm not used to the herbs and the plants and the stuff you got around here, so I know how to make them up there, wherever that is, but I don't know how to make them down here. I was wondering if you could give me a little bit of advice and maybe some ingredients.
Oh yes, the things down here are quite different than they are in the material plane.
I noticed that with the fire.
It's been quite a long time since I've been there. However, I have been keeping a catalog of the herbs and such that I've found. I could copy you a parchment that will allow you to tell the difference through inspection.
That sure would be swell. I'm going to guess that's going to take a while.
It could take me a few hours, yes.
Man, what would you charge for something like that?
25 gold.
25 gold? Okay, how about this? How about if I'm out and about on my adventures and adventuring and the stuff, if I bring you some different herbs and things and help collect some ingredients for you.
25 gold.
Right, that seems fair. I'll give her the 25 gold.
Okay.
Good talk.
She kind of just turns around and drifts away, almost as if she's not touching the ground, and goes into the back. And yeah. So
Do you see how nice it is to have a player who doesn't care about character names? Because I don't care. You don't have to make one for her. I didn't ask. But did she have any ingredients that I could buy too?
Probably. I mean, there's stuff around the shop.
Can I get some potion ingredients for like two?
I mean, I'm sure you could once she comes back with your book. She's busy right now.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna. What I can I also? Sorry, Gavi. One more shopping thing. I don't have to actually RP it, but can I get one of those timepieces with the things?
Yes, they have them that you could strap on your wrist, but instead of it being like an hourglass, it's kind of just like a thermometer. It looks like a thermometer that's on your wrist, and it has sand that traverses and goes through. It has the little tick marks on the side that shows you.
Do you have one in purple?
Time. Sure, you can find one in purple.
Sweet. What's that cost me?
4 silver.
4 silver? Give me 3 of them.
All right, they're yours. It's 12 silver.
I did that in my head, you know.
Me too. I didn't even have to count it on my fingers.
Proud of us. I'm gonna give one to all the guys whenever we meet up next.
Word.
I'm gonna call it a watch.
Well, Mr. Horton, is there anything you wish to discover?
Yes, I'd like to see if there's some sort of good cartography shop around here.
Cartography shop. Yeah, you can find a cartography shop. It's not really a cartography shop in and of itself, but if you start asking around, they'll point you to a shop where cartography is one of the things that they can do there.
Oh, I would like to go there then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes?
Go ahead.
So you are pointed into the direction of a shop called This and That. And it has, as you walk in, it has various cartography supplies. There are things for writing letters and, parchment and quills and stuff like that. Stamps, wax that you would need for seals. A lot of stationary type items inside.
Before I go inside, I'd like to thank you, sir, for directing me to this lovely shop. What did you say your name was again?
Burton. Burton Long Arms.
Burton Long Arms. Thank you.
He is a bugbear.
He's a bugbear. Oh, you certainly still live up to your name, sir.
It's a family name.
Ah, I also have a family name. My family name is TennyFoot of the TennyFoot Farms.
You definitely have some teeny feet.
Oh well, in fact they're quite large, but it's sort of a size thing. Because you are so big, your feet are much larger than mine. Because I'm so small, my feet, although small compared to yours, are in fact quite large.
I grow tired of this conversation.
I'm sure you do. Burton Longarms, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Longarms. I will see you again someday. And then he will go into the store. And he will look around at all of the cartography things, and he will peruse the writing implements and the paper. Full bugbear. and not finding not at all what he's looking for, he will approach the counter. Hello, sir, or ma'am, or whoever you are, the owner of the shop. Hello.
So you go up to the shop, and this green ogre turns around.
Can I help you?
Oh, yes, 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 very much so. I'm wondering if you perhaps have a map of hell.
I mean, I've got a map that has the 9 layers of hell, but as far as the landscape itself, no.
Do you perhaps have a map of this layer of hell?
No.
That's very strange. There's magic here that tells you where things are, and yet no one seems to know where we are. It is very difficult to navigate this
I can
place.
give you a map of the city.
We already have one of those. It's not very well drawn, but it is a functional map. It does show us where we are. I was just trying to find out if there was a way we could perhaps navigate better outside of the city. We are, in fact, trying to get to a different layer of hell, which is proving to be rather difficult.
I mean, I've got maps that kind of show you where the different layers connect, and but as far as what's in between points A and B and how far it is, I don't really have that kind of maps.
Those maps that you have there in and of themselves would be tremendously valuable to us. Could you perhaps provide me with one?
Sure.
How much, sir?
They're 100 gold.
Ooh, that is very expensive. Fortunately, I've just had a most rewarding experience in the arena where I believe we slaughtered several things that are, I don't think they were very sentient, but they certainly had a life and things before we met them at least. But I do have enough money on my person to purchase this item from you, so I would certainly like to do so.
Okay.
And he goes over to a big barrel he's got in the back, and you see him sifting through, pulling out, and looking and shoving it back in and grabbing. There you go. This is the one you're looking for.
Most appreciated, sir. Thank you very much. What is your name again?
My name is... I'd already forgotten it, even though I'd just written it down. Buford.
Buford?
Buford Manhoust.
Manhoust?
Manhoust. Yeah.
Well, Buford, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Horton TennyFoot at the TennyFoot Farms, or at least that's what it was in the material plane. Down here in hell, I guess I'm not really of anything at all. It is quite sad. I suppose perhaps it could be just part of the worst, but that is something which is not yet fully established and may come upon us at a later date.
Okay.
How are you feeling today, Mr. Buford?
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and get my chart.
So yeah, you go back, and she's there waiting for you, and she hands you this tome. I have left you with plenty of room for your additions. Should you find anything that is not in the tome, I shall reward you greatly if you can procure any information about herbs or spices that may not be represented in this tome.
Okay. Please hold. I'm going to write things down. Then I'm going to do that. Well, thank you very kindly. I do appreciate the trouble that you went through. Hey, while I'm here, do you have some ingredients for a health potion right here that I could just purchase from you?
I have health potions, if that is what you are after.
Sure. I guess that'll do. I like making my own, but I'll try yours.
And she has roll me 4d6s.
Oh, I was not ready for
and
that.
tell me them individually.
Rolling for stats, apparently.
3, 4. Now I need desk space. I got 3, 4, 5, 5.
So she has 5 regular, 5 greater, 4 superior, and 3. I forget what the last one was called.
Regular. Okay. Do you know the prices off the top of your head, or I can look it up.
So regular is 50 gold apiece. Greater is 250. It's 1500 for superior, and the last one. I think there's another one.
Not that I can.
Supreme. Supreme healing potions are 5,000 apiece.
Okay. What do I have left here? Yes, well, I'll just take. I'm just gonna take one of the regulars for this very moment, and that'll probably do for now.
You want to take one of the regular?
One regular.
Okay. As you desire.
And I thank you, and hopefully I will see you again sometime. I guess.
If you must.
I haven't decided if I must or not. We'll see.
All right. Mr. TennyFoot, was there anything else?
I suppose I'm doing quite well at this point. I would like to go and rejoin my friends. However, along the way, I would like to look for the tiefling Delista, in case that she is in the shopping district here.
Okay. Roll me perception.
This is going to go wonderfully.
I also
all of you may roll perception.
I
as you
also
were
thought of
going
something
about-
else I would like to look for.
Okay. As you're going about trying to
Nat 20.
get your bits and bobs.
17.
Okay, so all three of you, as you're wondering about trying to gather all of your supplies and stuff and doing your shopping, you each individually hear random bits of conversation that all amount to about the same thing. That someone has come and kidnapped. What did I say her name was?
Delista.
Delista. Someone has come and kidnapped Delista, and she hasn't been seen in over a week.
When I hear these rumors, I approach the person. Hello?
Yes?
Hello. My name is Horton TennyFoot of the TennyFoot Farms that leads to the material plane, and I couldn't help but overhear that you are talking about a person that I'm not yet acquainted with named Delista, who has apparently been kidnapped. Do you have any further information about that, please?
No, if I had any information, I would give it to the proper authorities so that they could potentially track her down. I mean, she's kind of important around here, but I don't really know if she's that important that they would go after her. But apparently there's some sort of ransom situation, so potentially be able to find more information about her. But I've just heard rumors about her being kidnapped, and it's really a big deal that she's being kidnapped. Because, she's kind of the top dog that's, on the whole Tiamat thing. And last I heard, the Tiamat situation was not going well. Something about Tiamat being escaped, but I don't really know that much. All I know is that Delista is missing right now, and she was kidnapped, and there's some ransomware. And, she's gone right now, and I'm not sure where else she's gone and who has her. Although I did hear that there was this devil person that she was using as an informant, and there might be some sort of lead there, but I don't really know that much. Though I did hear that potentially this devil person was the one that kidnapped her because she didn't really pay him the last time he gave her information, but I don't really know all that much about anything, so I don't know. You might have to ask somebody else for more information. But, he usually hangs out in this cave system that is up in the north end of the city. just outside of the city where the mountain range is. But yeah, you're gonna have to ask somebody else because I don't really know all that much about the information. But I hear there's a lava river that comes out of it. It's pretty hot up there. Yeah, if you went up there, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. But I don't even really know what I'm talking about. These are just rumors I hear. I don't really hear all that much.
Well, even rumors are something to start with, sir.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
I'm the only person in hell that talks more than Horton.
I just want to.
no.
I just want to. Just.
I do appreciate your attempting at informing me, sir. Perhaps I will be able to find someone who will be able to provide further information on this. In fact,
Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more help. What's your name, though, by the way? What's your name? Your name was Horton?
My name is Horton, yes. Horton TennyFoot of the TennyFoot Farms, at least in the material plane.
Horton TennyFoot of the TennyFoot Farms, at least in the material plane. Aren't you one of the Hortons of the TennyFoot Farms from the material plane that was just in the arena? Something about the worst? I heard. Not I only hear rumors every now and again, but I heard the worst is what that team was called. They didn't seem like the worst. They actually seemed pretty good. They were actually pretty coherent. And the really tall guy, he did a lot of damage, and it was really fast. He went all over the place. And the crazy dude that could turn into a bunch of things. And you were the one that knocked over the pillar. Wow, those pillars are strong, and there's only 3 that's ever been knocked down, and you knocked down one of them. That's just crazy. By the way, my name is Lambert. Lambert Longarm. No relation to the bugbear. I don't know. I don't think there's a relation. I'm not a bugbear. Yeah, I guess there could be a relation. Something down in our family line. I'm a hobgoblin, as you can see. So I guess there could be some crossover, but I don't think there is. But we've known each other for a while now, but I don't think there's actually any connection there. We've not found one, though we've not really looked either. There might be some connections with our families that's from south, but I'm not really sure about that either because, we don't really talk that much, although we are pretty close.
You see, it could be very much like myself. You see, I'm not really a dwarf or a halfling. I'm a dwarfling. I'm somewhere in the middle. You could have some sort of weird family tie-in that you aren't even aware of. It's really fantastic to have some sort of long-standing family tradition that you can really look back on and be proud of. Although I guess you don't really know about that in fact because you don't really think you're related, but perhaps you are. It could be. It'd be very interesting indeed if you were. I'd be very happy to hear the whole story if you ever find it out. Do be sure to look me up sometime in the future when you have all more details about that.
Oh, absolutely! I'll be sure to do that. I'll just jot them all down, have them all nice, a nice little book, and we can swap stories. I can learn about TennyFoot Farms and about how you're part of the W.O.R.S.T, which is actually the best, and potentially even get to know each other even better. And we can figure out why my name is Long Arms, just like the bugbear friend over there, and we can all just have a great old time.
Oh, it sounds truly to be a wonderful experience. And in fact, I don't really understand exactly why we're called the W.O.R.S.T because we actually have a much longer name, which, if I'm not entirely incorrect, it should be that we are the wacky, oblivious, reputable scallywags tourists. But
wacky, hey, come at you, Gavi.
It's in the chat.
The wacky, oblivious, reputable scallywag terrorist.
Tourists, not terrorists.
Tourists. That's a much better name. I don't know why they call you the worst. Though I guess it does spell the worst if you put them in acronym.
I have something I want to do.
The CD's
okay, what would you like to do?
I want to cast Wish, and I want to make Horton re-roll perception so that he can't find this person. If this conversation never happened.
No, we got a lot of information. Hold on.
And we can get our lives back.
While Horton's talking to this random person, I'm going to find Thurkear.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, hey, did you...
If you would like to cast Wish, I will allow that. And this conversation never happened.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to mark that spot.
Oh, no.
Okay, this conversation never happened. Good, because I completely forgot what the guy's name was.
It's Lambert Longarm.
Lambert Longarm.
We learned that Dallista was kidnapped. Might have been kidnapped by the informant who lives in the cave system up north, and there's a lava river that comes out of it. We don't know any of that now. Mumbles.
He just said I had to reroll perception. I can reroll perception. Would you like me to reroll perception?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wish that he rerolls perception at disadvantage.
You didn't say disadvantage the first time.
And you said disadvantage. It's okay. Disadvantage. Roll.
This is just for the memes.
11.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody heard it except for Horton. Horton is oblivious to the information that she's been kidnapped.
Hey, whatever your name is, didn't you hear that lady we were looking for? She's been kidnapped. Don't laugh too hard. You'll wake the baby.
I heard.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that, and now I don't remember. Good talk.
I was trying to find something I could do to re-roll it again.
Yeah, no, I had something, but y'all talk too a lot.
Yeah.
Well done, Masters.
I mean, it was that or me trying to do like banishment or something. Man, like we were.
But hey, while I was shopping, I got you this, and I'm gonna hand Thurkear a healing potion.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome. It's okay. I still got one.
Good.
I just want to make sure that you stay healthy, because you we're a little worried about you sometimes.
There's no spikes in this, right?
Not sure what health has to do with the watch, but okay.
Not this time. No, I already gave him the watch. Did that.
Oh, what'd you give? Oh, you gave him a healing potion.
Healing potion. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And a watch. I've given away a lot of things so far. And watch is you have to put that in parentheses, because in quotes, I mean, because it's not really a watch. It's like a sand watch, which is not as good as a sandwich, which is way better.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can tell you the time and make sandwiches.
Right.
And brew
potions.
you up potions, yeah.
And they go.
I would like to
All right.
look for, just as a note, I would like to look for a oh shoot.
Oh, and Masters, offline, can I I don't want to role play at all, but can I also look for some of the materials I need for my spells? There's not a ton of things that I need.
Would I be able to look for a robe of useful items? If not, I have a backup thing.
Roll a D100.
I'll talk to you offline about prices and what I'm buying.
If you roll less than a 10, you can find one.
Okay. The other thing is a potion, and it's a oil of slipperiness. Just throw it there. A D100.
You're gonna tell me that you're looking for a potion of slipperiness?
But yeah, if you're looking for a potion of slipperiness, you'll find it in the herbalism shop as Horton is coming out of it with these potions.
You mean Hermit?
Hermit, yeah.
So it's in the same shop. Okay. How much is it? Is she gonna hustle me? Or they?
Oh, no, if there's a standard price in the player's handbook, it's that.
It's a uncommon magic item, technically.
Okay.
So I don't know that off the top of my head, but I can look it up.
What'd you say it was?
It is an oil of slipperiness, and depending on the price, I would like to get 2.
Yeah, those are going to be... roll me... Roll me 2 D10s.
Like, do you want the result combined, or do you want them separately?
Separately.
First D10. It is a 5.
Okay.
Second D10. It is a 9.
Okay. So they're going to be 60 gold apiece.
Very cool. I'll buy 2.
All right. Anything else? Anybody?
After I meet back up with Mr. Thurkear and the Hermit, do they tell me about the apparent kidnapping of Delista, since apparently I did not have that conversation?
Absolutely. I'll tell you everything I've heard.
Oh, well, that is very distressing news, because apparently she would have been very helpful to us. Perhaps we should talk to the authorities about her kidnapping to see if there's anything that we might do to help. In fact, we know one of the authorities. We should go back to the front gate and talk to Mr. Shimpak.
Yeah,
That's an idea.
I remember Shipwreck. He was that dragon feller, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you guys make your way back to the front gate, and roll me a D100.
51.
Of course, it's a 51. He's there, miraculously.
It's magic.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Hey, were you here? We came back earlier. I was. Well, hold on. I was this." And I'm gonna turn into the woolly mammoth again.
Yep. I was here. Or sorry. Yep. I was here.
Mr. Shimpak, it is me, Horton TennyFoot at the TennyFoot Farms.
In the material plane.
Nice to see you again, Horton.
We have heard a most distressing thing about a kidnapping which may have happened here in your lovely city.
I'm just gonna sit down on my back legs.
Kidnappings happen quite often around here, actually. So, which one are you particularly referring to?
Well, one which would have been of particular interest to us because of the nature of the person who was kidnapped. Her name is Delista, and she is a tiefling.
Delista was kidnapped?
That was what we were told. Or that is what that is what they
First
were
I'm
told.
hearing of it.
Well, I really only just heard of it a few moments ago from these two, but they said apparently that there's some sort of cave to the north of the town, which is being guarded by some other very unsavory sort of.
They didn't hear any of that.
No,
Okay,
we didn't hear that.
Nope. All they heard was that she's been kidnapped. You were the only one that went up to talk to somebody, and then that got retconned, thanks to the wish spell.
Darn it.
Y'all had it too easy.
Multiverse. Apparently, she's been kidnapped, and we're trying to find a way that we might be able to help locate her, because it is wrong for people to be kidnapped.
Well,
Yeah, tell that to that. Oh wait, hold on. I wanted to make this joke a while ago. Tell that to that board bath fella. Kidnapping our friend over here, and us for that matter.
In fact, he killed us. He didn't kidnap us. It's different.
well, I don't know about any board bath, but you might want to look into. There's a cave up north. That there's a devil there that he tends to reside there. His name is Jagrag.
Jagrag, you say?
Jagrag, yeah.
Are there any?
He was kind of Distilla's informant.
Are there any identifying features of this cave up north, by any chance? Maybe a river or something.
Yeah, there's a lava flow coming out of the mouth of the cave.
Oh, interesting. I had no idea.
Could you point me in the direction of it? I mean, can you see it from here? Is it far away?
No, it's on the other side. We're at the south. It's at the north. But if you skirt around the edge of the outside of the city, you can see the mountain ridge and the lava flow. Just follow the lava flow and you'll find it.
If we were to go around the outside, you say?
Around the outside.
Round the outside, okay.
Thank you very much for your directions, Mr. Shimpak. We shall certainly go and see. It is very strange, actually, that I should think of this. But are you not an officer of the law here?
I'm a guard of the city, yes.
Well, then should not this fall somewhat under your purview as well?
You didn't happen to see anybody kidnapping Delista outside this here gate?
Nope, did not. As I've explained to you before, the laws down here are a little bit different than on the material plane. I'm basically just here to keep strange creatures from coming in and out this gate. Luckily for you, I recognized you on top of that mammoth and didn't kill you instantly.
Ah, well, as it turns out, the mammoth was the hermit here. But
Still is. Thanks for not killing us instantly. I appreciate that. Should I show you the rest of the things I can turn into so you know?
Please don't.
I don't mind.
I do.
Are you getting married?
No, but I am nearing the end of my shift.
Roll a D100.
if he was to be married, would it be a match made in hell?
Right.
You guys go away now, right?
Well, certainly we can, sir. Thank you again for your assistance.
I'm gonna look down at my watch. What time is it?
It's roughly 6 or 7 at night now, in the afternoon.
Maybe we should go and get some sleep and set out in the morning or something.
It has been a most exciting day, with very full of many things. Perhaps a short rest would be, or a long rest, or just any rest at all would be a good thing. It perhaps has been too long since I last had rest, because I don't think I'm properly coming up with words at this moment.
We can even just rest our mouth.
That that seems like a very specific thing to rest. I wonder why it came to mind.
I don't know. Sometimes things just come to me.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Thurkear? Should we take a rest, or should we head out after the kidnapped tiefling lady?
Let's take a rest. Be good after some fighting to kick back. Maybe I'll have another drink and I'll watch for the spikes this time.
I certainly hope that you will. It was very difficult to understand you for a time.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a tasty drink, though, wasn't it?
It was very good. I enjoyed it a lot until I passed out and my tongue went numb.
So you enjoyed it for all of about 3 seconds. Got it.
Alright, so you all, having fought in the arena, came out victorious, spent your prize money at the various shops, gathered some information leading you towards a tiefling that has information towards your goal of defeating Tiamat, have decided to take a rest in this inn that you have procured for the next month. You all get your rest, are able to indulge yourselves in any food or beverage that you may decide to, and you can all take a full rest, which is a typical long rest. Gain back everything, health, half your hit dice, half your total hit dice. So you all should have 20, so you all gain 10 hit dice back.
Mm-hmm.
All your spell slots, all your abilities. And we will pick up there next time.
Nice.
Awesome. That was a fun session.
Yeah, I'm looking for a power word kill spell scroll.
I don't think we should give him that.
No. Seems like the kind of thing he's going to bring.
He's a very impulsive magic user.
Oh, speaking of,
Yes.
Yes?
I need him to roll. How
many spell slots do we get back? I only used one. I just don't remember.
You get all of them back.
Okay.
It's basically just hit the long rest button and
Yeah.
it happens.
Roll a D100, Mumbles. On a 33 or less, you lose the wish spell.
I don't know if I'm excited or not.
72, you still have the wish spell.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. All right, well, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Funny thing is, even if I had said that the top 33%, he still would have made it.
Cool. Anybody want to say goodbye? Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.